it going, everybody? Mike, this old hot rod. It's late Saturday afternoon and just got out to the garage. I've been working on a video today. Me and Allie's kind of been hanging out, literally doing nothing all day. I don't typically take time and do nothing, so it was a pleasant experience, let's just say that. Allie likes it when I'm not in the garage. Obviously, I spend a lot of time in the garage. You guys know that. Some people comment on that. She's very understanding, and I'm very, very extremely fortunate that she, I guess, enjoys the things that I'm doing with the cars and whatnot, because she's included with it, you know, in the summer months, not so much during the winter time. However, came out to the garage, and on an upcoming video of the, not the door panels, what am I doing? Oh, I'm laying out the dash. You guys will see that in an upcoming video, but I just wanted to put up a real quick video and show you guys something that I did that I didn't video. And it's kind of a big thing with the car that I should have videoed. But it was something that I hadn't planned on doing, and I didn't have my cameras out here, and I forget what I was doing at first, and then I finished whatever I was doing, and then I just jumped right into this. And me and Allie were going somewhere, and I stopped halfway through and then finished when I got back. You'll see it in the video, but I did the seats. But I didn't do the seats how I was originally going to do the seats. I did something totally different. And I grabbed the material that I used. You guys know I had planned on using my grandfather's, his old rucksacks from the military when he came home from the military. Planned on using those for a seat cushion. However, I didn't like the look of the seat cushion, how it sat in the seat frame. I knew when I sat down on the seat cushion, it was all just gonna crush and I bunch up and all that other stuff. And I couldn't wrap my head around how it was gonna look and how it was actually gonna feel. So I tried something a little different, or a lot different, and it actually worked out. I'll show you what I used. I used this frame welting. Bought this frame welting off a gentleman up in New Hampshire who was a viewer. Him and his wife invited me up to the house. Allie and I went up. I think Dylan might have been with us too. I'm not sure. However, actually, yeah, Dylan was with us. I bought this plus like a ton of stuff off the gentleman. And I've been sitting on this welting and not really, sure what I was going to do with it. I figured to do something with it. I decided to take that, and I basically weaved a bunch of that webbing across the seat and ended up making it like an old lawn chair. You know what I'm talking about, that how you weave it all in and out. I'm going to spin the camera around. I'm going to show you guys what I did. This is going to be just a real quick video because, again, you'll see it in the next video. But there's no description of what I did. There's no, I didn't focus on it all. It had already been done. And I'm looking at it during the video thinking, man, I should have videoed that. Because it just looks so cool. And not to mention, it's comfortable as hell. So check this out. That's it, guys. That's the webbing that I ended up weaving. So what I did, I started in the middle of the driver's seat. This is all self-tappers with like a finish washer on it. I ended up running out of washers, so on the passenger side, I have a few that I need to go get washers for, or I'll buy another package of washers. However, I started in the middle, and I had the middle one go real low, about an inch off of, or 3/4 of an inch off of the metal, the floor pan. And then the next one in, I made just a little bit shorter. This one I made a little bit shorter. This one a little shorter. And this one pretty much just the same height as the metal. And then I went across. I made this one tight, pretty tight. This one a little looser, 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 looser. So these two are about the same. So it ends up making like a real belly. It's concave because the way I ended up doing it. I just self-tapped them, like I said, with the self-tapping screws. I probably am going to change these out just so they're flathead. I finished this one first, and then I jumped right over and did the same thing on the passenger side. They're super, super comfortable. So, not to mention, you sit so low in the car, and that's it. Like, it's done. You know, there's not going to be any need for any type of upholstery, nothing. So what I'm going to do, this is just that backpack that I told you guys, showed you guys a while ago. My uncle ended up using it for a backpack for school, a book bag. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have Allie's friend Molly, who's an incredible seamstress. I'm going to send this over to her. I'm going to have her actually repair this because it's got a pretty good rip on one of the little buckles here. So I don't know, it's like a satchel or something you would call this. I'm not sure. However, I'm going to have her kind of remake this and fix this for me. I've never even looked in here. I don't know if there's anything in here. I can't imagine there is. I'll look off camera. So, and then the 2 rucksacks that I have, I'm going to have her make some map pockets and map bags. I don't know where I'm going to put them yet. Maybe I'll drill them onto the panel, you know, add them here. Or thinking about possibly down here on the sides of the panels on either side, or even down here under the kick, you know, in the kick panel area. I got a few options of where I could put them. So that I'm actually going to bring those to her pretty soon, because it's really motivating me to see all these little finished things on the car, like the seats and the dash. I'm going to get to work. I said you'll see in the upcoming video the floor panels. Floor pan is going to be next under the, you know, in front of the seats, and then the toe board, the transmission bump. And then I'm gonna probably, you know, get to work on the gas tank and get that gas tank installed, get the fuel line run. Trying to get everything done to a point where it's good. And then next is gonna be pull the motor apart. Not apart, just I want to pull the pan off. I noticed a pinhole in the pan when I was working on the car before, so I'm gonna have to pull that apart, put a new pan on it, or fix this pan if I can. But there's no head gaskets in it. There's no intake gasket. But the whole low end of the motor, everything, valve train, everything's in. So, you know, basically just going to be go through it real quick, check it, make sure things are good. I already have one Stromberg that's rebuilt, 100% ready to go, that I did a couple years ago when I built the 30. And then I'll have to build another one. I am going to swap out this intake. I wanted to run these Y-end, these original Y-end cheater heads with a Y-end intake. However, it doesn't have a generator mount or fan mount. So Earl, a local viewer, Earl, donated this to me. This is a dual intake, dual carb Fenton intake. It has a generator mount. So I believe I'm either going to run that or the Edmunds that actually came on the motor when I bought it. So one of these intakes, I can run either one of those. Or the Edelbrock. Either one, any of those three. Actually, no, I'm sorry, that's an Offenhauser. So I have a few options as far as what intake to run. I'm really leaning towards the Fenton intake because I like the spread of the carbs. These Y-end intakes are known to work really good. And you can see the location. They're basically, the carbs sit right over the intake track. And that's the same on those Fenton intakes. So I'll probably end up running that Fenton intake on the motor. So I'll have the fuel pedal, I'll have fuel lines, I'll have linkage, all that stuff. But that stuff's fun. I like doing that stuff. But for the most part, like all the big stuff is getting done, and I'm starting to do all the little things too. So starting to do all the little stuff now, and I really, really, really enjoy the details and all the little stuff. So. Like I said, I'm looking forward to getting back in the trunk of the car, getting that fuel tank. I still haven't built or installed the battery box, which is sitting over here in the corner. That's got to get done. So like I said, there's still a lot of things that need to get done, but it's a lot of little stuff. And like I'm getting really excited. So, but I want to do a quick video, show you guys the seats, show you what I came up with. And truthfully, shame on me for not videotaping it. It was a really fun process because they just came together so quick, and they look so freaking cool. I love the look of them. In any event, that's the reason why I just wanted to throw up this real quick short video. show you guys the seats and explain to you why I didn't videotape. And truthfully, there is no explanation. I just didn't do it because I didn't do it. And I kind of regret that because, like I said, I think you guys would have appreciated it. It came together pretty quick. And again, they just look pretty cool. So thanks everybody for watching. Thanks everyone. Appreciate the following along. All the support. Yada, yada, yada. Broken record. See you guys soon. Take care. Wednesday's video. The dash, finishing up the dash, installing all the switches, tack, just, it's getting there. See you guys. Take care. Bye-bye.